Okay, hello. Question 22. Last class we discussed about integers. So integers are the positive number and negative number and also zero. So this negative 9 is an integer, 0 is an integer, 7 is integer, and 15 is an integer. Negative 5.6 is not an integer because it is a decimal. 1/2 is not an integer because it is a fraction. That is the same for the rest of the numbers. Question 23. Figure 6 show the factors for 42. Write in a circle for the remaining factors. So first, we need to find what are the factors for 42. One multiply by 42 is equal to 42. So that means 1 and 42 is a factor of 42. 2 multiply by 21 equals to 42. So 2 and 21 is a factor for 42. 3 multiply by 14 is equal to 42. So 3 and 14 is a factor for 42. 4 is not a factor for 42 because you cannot multiply it with any number to get 42. It is also the same for 5. 6 multiplied by 7 is equal to 42. So 6 and 7 is a factor for 42. So now we check which number is already written. 1 is already written, 2 is already written, 42 is already written, 7 is already written. So now the remaining numbers are 21, 14, 6, and 3. Question 24. Complete the following calculation steps with the correct answer. So this question involves cube and square, and also cube root and square root. So the first thing you need to consider here is negative 64. How do you get this number? Negative 64 is also equal to negative 4 multiplied by negative 4 multiplied by negative 4. So you can also write down negative 64 is equal to negative 4 power of 3 or negative 4 cube. You can exchange this one, negative 64, as negative 4 cube because negative 64 is equal to negative 4 cube. After that, the square of 9 is cancelled by the square root. Same with this cube is also cancelled by the cube root. So that leaves the number 9 and -4. So now you need to multiply 9 with -4. You will get -36. -36 power of 2 is equal to -36 multiply -36. You will get the answer 1296. Question 25. Given that the square root of 7.29 is equal to 2.7 and the square root of 72.9 is equal to 8.454. You need to use the data, the information given to you in this question. So you need to find the value of square root 729,000 and the square root of 0.0729. You need to remember also that the square root of 100 is equal to 10 and the square root of 10,000 is equal to 100. Question A. The square root of 729,000 can also be written as the square root of 72.9 multiplied by 10,000. How do you find this? We move the decimal here by 4 times. So you get 72.9 multiplied by 10,000. You move the decimal 4 times, that means there is 4 zeros over here. This can also be written as the square root of 72.9 multiplied by the square root of 10,000. So, the square root of 72.9 is equal to 8.54 multiplied by the square root of 10,000 is equal to 100. So if you multiply 8.54 with 100, you will get 854. Question B. You can also write 0.0729 square root is equal to 7.29 divided by 100. We divide here because we move the decimal to the left side. This can also be written as the square root of 7.29 divided by the square root of 100, also equal to The square root of 7.29 is equal to 2.7 divided by the square root of 100 is equal to 0. So the final answer is 0.27.